first time I tried something like this, I was absolutely terrified. It is a kind of complicated dish, but it is so delicious. And I'm doing kind of miniature versions of something called Boeuf Chemise, which is beef in a shirt. And the shirt is going to be phyllo pastry. So the first thing we're going to do is cook some mushrooms, which I'm going to make a sort of mushroom pate with. So we have some butter. I want to get a nice big lump of butter in the pan. So this one is truly decadent and apologetically so. So big lump of butter like that. And here I've got some finely diced portobello mushrooms, which are really lovely, flavorful mushrooms. A little bit of parsley, some onions, garlic, and a little bit of vodka. Right, so get my pan nice and hot. I'm going to throw in some onions. Swap these around. And I got some garlic here. And you're going to cook these very lightly. Once your onions have started to go transparent, you're going to plonk in some mushrooms. I'm going to put a bit of pepper in there and a pinch of salt. So the mushrooms have started to sort of turn color. I'm going to put in some vodka. About a quarter of a cup. And leave those to cook. Now in this pan, which is nice and hot, I'm going to sear a piece of beef. And what I have here is some tenderloin, a very beautiful piece of tenderloin. I'm going to season this with some salt and some pepper. And I'm going to literally sort of flash it in the pan. This is just searing the beef. What I want is to sort of seal in the juices. But because I'm actually going to bake my beef in the oven, I want to leave it an opportunity to cook a little bit in the oven. And I also want it to serve semi-rare, so keep that in mind. After your mushrooms have been cooking for a while, you can add some parsley. I've got some fresh parsley here, and I'm going to put quite a bit in. I actually want the juices to cook out of the mushrooms. I don't want it to be too wet. I don't want my pastry to get soggy, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, so this is done, and the mushrooms are done. So I'm going to go over to the other side with my mushrooms. Okay. What we have to do is we've got to deal with our pastry. So here I've got some phyllo pastry, which is cool out of the fridge. And I'm going to take a few pieces of phyllo off the plastic, put it around the rolling pin, and lift. Okay. I have great respect for phyllo. Okay, I've got some melted butter. And I'm just going to brush the pastry with the melted butter. This means it gets all nice and sort of crunchy between the layers. Right, come with the mushrooms down the middle. Spread it nice and thinly. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. This is going to come over here for a couple of minutes while I do the beef. It's hot. I need a thing. Here we go. This thing. Right. And still slightly rare in the middle, right? This comes back here. And I'm going to cut through the pastry. Like that. So what I'm left with is something that I can make a little parcel with. So brush it. Brush it here. Come all the way over. And similarly on this side. Okay, I'm just gonna brush the whole thing with my egg wash. And then I'm going to slice through it. Make some minor adjustments. Okay, I've got a little pan here. I'm just going to put a little of my melted butter in there. Funking that. And this is going to go into the oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 375 degrees. Keep an eye on it. You want it to be golden brown. The steak is already cooked, okay? I think it's smelling like it's ready. Let's take a look. Say a prayer and take a look. It smells beautiful. Just grab a plate. Pop that down. There we go. My beautiful flaky pastry on the plate. A little teaspoon of horseradish. This is really great horseradish sauce. Just a little teaspoon there. Let's put in our lemon. And there we have a very beautiful wedding nibble number 2. Boeuf en chemise. Voila.